Now before I begin this video, I want to make a quick announcement that guys, please do not miss the ending scene or end credit scene of this particular episode because it is absolutely epic. That is probably the biggest cliffhanger in the series so far, which can even be comparable to the basement reveal of season 3. So please, whatever you do not miss this particular end credit scene because this is very relevant for the story moving forward, because episode 5 will lead up right from this particular moment. But with that being said, hello and welcome to Undervisey. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Attack on Titan season 4 episode number 4, and things are getting very heated up in my opinion and we need to talk about all of this. But before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content. We're also trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2020, so a like and sub would be massively appreciated. Once again, this episode was really amazing in my opinion. I do not have any major complaints with this so far, which is quite the contrary because in the past 3 episodes, I've had some sort of a complaint here and there, especially in regards to the adaptation from the manga, because I thought that they were cutting a lot of stuff from here and there. But here in this particular episode, I was really happy in the way in which the manga contents were adapted into the anime, and it was genuinely making a lot more narrative sense because this episode genuinely had a lot of stuff from various different chapters. It had some elements taken from chapter 95, then the entire ending of chapter 97 with the Tiber family, and the entirety of chapter 98. Again, in my opinion, this was a very nice decision, especially in regards to the adaptation of the manga content. And yeah, they did cut off a lot of parts in the prior episodes, but at least for this particular episode, I think that the pacing was really apt and it made a lot more narrative sense. Now what exactly happens here is that we yet again get a display of the entire emotional spectrum of the people in this particular episode, because it is very much reminding us of the brainwashing that the Eldian people from Marley have gone through, especially the children who are a part of the warrior program. That is very much on display here, and in my opinion one of the best scenes in this particular regard is in relation to Gabby and the others, because it genuinely shows the difference in the emotional spectrum of all these children that are here, because Falco outright admits the fact that he wants to protect Gabby and that is the reason why he wants to inherit the Armored Titan. But at the very same time, Gabby has absolutely no idea as to why he is doing so, and she just desperately wants to inherit the Armored Titan because she wants to get rid of the devils that are existing on the Paradise Island so that she can finally bring peace to the world and she can get rid of the devil name from her blood. So this scene in my opinion did a very good justice with the characters here, and it just shows their motivations and emotional spectrum, and this was really nice stuff in my opinion. But other than that, we get to learn about the entire plan that Zeke and the other Marleyan soldiers are planning currently, and how basically they are planning to get the powers of the Founding Titan from the Paradise Island. The entire mission is described here, and how the Tiber family will be involved with all of this, that is greatly explained here. Now if you guys want a separate explanation video on who exactly the Tiber family is, then I will definitely be very happy to make one. So if you guys want something like that, then please mention that in the comment section below. But basically, in a very small gist, I can say that the Tiber families is one of those original families from Eldia that initially opposed King Fritz, and it was one of those families that got the tag of the honorary Marleyan citizen. And they are also the family which inherits the Warhammer Titan. And of course you guys have already seen the trailers for season 4 and you know that the Warhammer Titan is coming up very soon. So this is basically the family which inherits the powers of the Warhammer Titan, and I think that the scene which depicted the family was very apt in my opinion, and it just goes on to show the chaoticness of the manga, and the paneling and adaptation here was apt in my opinion. I am really satisfied with this particular thing. Moreover, in the midst of all of this, we also get a scene from Mr. Kruger, who is having an interaction with Falco. But they are not alone for long because they are joined by none other than Mr. Yeager. Now, for those of you who are a little confused here, he is none other than Eren's grandfather, Mr. Yeager, or rather the father of Grisha Yeager. This was a really nice interaction in my opinion, and this was adapted really well. I'm not going to delve much here because I think if I talk about this much, then I'll probably be giving out manga spoilers. So just know that this person right here is none other than Eren's grandfather, that is Mr. Yeager, and he has a very interesting conversation with Eren, and I think we will get to know more about this soon enough. Moreover, it is also revealed to us that Willy Tiber is basically going to make a huge announcement very soon, and he basically tells this thing to a group of well-established and influential people. Moreover, this particular party has a very important aspect as well because it introduces a very important character, especially in the series moving forward. Of course, I'm not going to give any major manga spoilers here, but I'm really happy to see the manner in which the Hizuru ambassador is introduced into the anime. This was some really good stuff. And it also goes on to show the class division and segregation in the world of Attack on Titan. Again, all of these things are very on point here, and the anime has really nailed the adaptation in this particular regard. Moreover, towards the very end of this episode, we finally get into the day of the declaration. There's a huge crowd which is at display here, and everyone is basically enjoying themselves at the fair. And there's this extremely tense scene including Gabby, and the entire situation is very hilarious in my opinion, yet it just goes on to show her entire mindset and how she is determined. Basically, her entire life is determined to get rid of the so-called devils of the Paradise Island, that she's not even able to enjoy herself at the festival. And the best part here is that how Falco basically shoves the ice cream down to her, and that was really hilarious in my opinion. And the even funnier parts are in regards to Reiner and basically how he has to pay for all the food that the kids are having, and this eventually leads us to the ending of the episode, and after that we get the end credit scene. This is the thing. This is the lead up to all the things that we have seen so far, and this is finally the basement reveal which we all were waiting for. Basically, Falco brings Reiner to the basement because he says that there is someone who is waiting for him, and lo and behold, who is that person? That is the bandage soldier, Mr. Kruger, and Reiner immediately recognizes this person as none other than Eren Yeager. And this is the major cliffhanger of this particular episode. This was really great in my opinion, and of course manga readers know where all of this is leading up to, but once again I would request the manga readers to not give any major spoilers in the comment section below, because anime only people are going to get their minds blown off, especially when episode 5 comes out. But anyway, this episode was really great in my opinion. It had good animation, good pacing, good story narrative and everything. The only possible thing which was lacking in my opinion was the music. Till now, I have not liked the music choices which this season has put up so far. And again, this episode was also not great in the music department. But other than that, AOT Season 4 Episode 4 was really great in my opinion. And I'm really happy in the way in which all of this is being adapted so far. But anyway, these were my thoughts on AOT Season 4 Episode number 4. What do you guys think about all of this? So that's it for today guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. This is Wonder YZ and I'll see you soon on the next video.